All right, we're at 3089 Burn Drive. It's Wednesday. Wednesdays are broker preview days. This is a brand new listing that we're bringing on in the top of the world neighborhood. So I thought it'd be a perfect time to show you guys what we do on broker preview, what goes on, kind of the interaction that occurs with agents, and really to give you a glimpse of this magical property up here on top of the world.
Okay, and so this is like you would change the pictures with that? Or it's just
Yeah,
like,
depending on the situation, yeah. But usually I have it on. Yeah.
Right now, that would be okay. What I'd ideally like to do is take that colors. They're sort of,
Yeah.
but they're not totally. Like that's closest right there. My guess is, yeah.
And then you can do change all. So now they're all
Okay.
that same color.
wait, where?
See, that's awesome. Change all. I love that. About this property obviously is the size of the lot and the amount of flexibility you have with a parcel this size. And to have something in the middle of Laguna like this, pretty cool.
That most people don't even know exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's totally off the map.
I mean, how many people did we talk to the other day at the open house who said that?
Didn't even know that this would be here.
I mean, everybody obviously looks at this. You get an amazing ocean view. We're in June, and typical with June is we have June gloom. So we've got the cloud cover and the fog that sits out over the water. But believe it or not, there's an amazing ocean view out there with Catalina, sunsets. It's a great view. But the other part that I love, aside from this obvious area here, yeah, so this is the other area of the house that I think is kind of the untapped value. Totally different experience than what it feels like by the pool.
This is like a regular backyard for most people too. Plus you get all that back there.
I know. Central coast of California with a lot of
Ojai
woodsy.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, that's 3089 Burn Drive, top of the world neighborhood in the heart of Laguna Beach. Super magical property. I'd really encourage you guys to come take a look. If nothing else, just to be exposed to a property that you haven't seen in Laguna. Very cool. We're going to go down to the park in top of the world. If there is a track community in Laguna, this is probably the closest thing that we have. It's got wider streets, it's got sidewalks for walking. Top of the World has 569 houses in it. And you know, it's a mix of a lot of people who've been here for a long time, who've been in place, original owners from back in the 60s. And then recently it's become, with the resurgence of the schools here in Laguna and the desire for people to take advantage of those, Top of the World has become one of the places that people target to move. Hey Deborah, good, how are you? To target when they move to town to really take advantage of the schools that we have. I wanted to give you a vantage point of one of the hubs of Top of the World. This is Alta Laguna Park. And what we have here is we have tennis courts, now pickleball courts. We've got some restrooms. We've got a baseball field, soccer field, basketball court, park facilities. You got fantastic views of Saddleback Valley, Laguna Niguel, Aliso Viejo, off to the east. And then obviously off to the west, we've got the huge ocean views that everybody looks to Laguna for. But there's some amazing views that are not ocean views around Laguna. And many of those views you get from up here. So off here, where I'm going this way in this direction, tons of hiking and biking trails. You have Aliso Canyon, Wood Canyon, some fantastic mountain biking trails, hiking trails. Just another thing to do here in Laguna. It's a fantastic spot. So anyway, a little glimpse of part of Top of the World. Now let's go take a look at the school on the other end of the neighborhood. You get a sense of what an unbelievable wide open view that is from up here. Aliso and Wood Canyons Wilderness Park is pretty cool because there's, I forget how many miles of trails back here there are, but tons of trails for hiking and biking. and you get some great wilderness sightings out there. 3115 Mountain View Drive. This was a home that we lived in before our home where we are now. And we rented this while waiting to purchase our other home. And it's good to see them finally remodeling it. They've got big plans for it, so I know it's going to be nice, and it needs it. But we had a lot of great years in there. 3009 Mountain View Drive. This was our first home as a family that we moved to. We had 2 kids. We had Shay and Perry, 5 and 4. Tammy and I moved in. Sam hadn't shown up yet. What home did I like the most out of the 29 houses I've lived in Laguna, is how you put it. I said the home I live in right now is definitely my favorite home, just because of the time I am in my life and what's occurred. And look at this guy. What are you doing? Come on.
You're the problem.
Are you causing traffic again?
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
We're filming.
I can tell. Well, get on it.
I know. Good to see you, Ken. See ya. So, my favorite home, probably, or the one that feels most like home, is the one on Sunset Terrace. 198 Sunset Terrace. I drive by it every day still, and it still it still feels like my house today. And that was the home my dad built on the corner of PCH and Sunset Terrace. And we probably spent 16, 17 years there. And that's the one that I always reflect on as my home in Laguna, if I were to have one. Now, say there's a fire station right there. How's it going, guys? Just showing people how great Top of the World is. So we're at the entrance of Top of the World School, again, up here in the Top of the World neighborhood of Laguna. And super special place for us. Number one, Tammy, my wife, went here way back in the 70s. This is where she went to school. And secondly, we got to walk our kids to school here every day during their time of elementary school. And it was the time where we got involved with School Power. We got really connected with this town and fell in love with it again. And so Top of the World has always had a super special place in our hearts.